Hi guys, welcome back. Tim here from South Oz, a hobby hunter. Now today I'm doing a review on another torch from Olight because Olight are having a Black Friday sale that starts at 8 p.m. tonight Australian Eastern Standard Time. During the Black Friday sale you can get up to 40% off some items, including the torch that I'm doing a review on. Other items won't be so heavily discounted, but you can still get a good deal. If you find something that isn't on sale, you can still save money by using my code, which is SOUTH12, and that'll give you 12% off any non-sale item. So tonight we're having a look at the new Warrior X4 hunting kit. Now this is the new torch out by Olight, the Warrior X4, upgraded on the Warrior X3 obviously. This one here comes in a kit form, so you get the torch, a little bracket for your hip that mounts a torch in, a scope mount, a red and a green filter, charging cable and a remote switch, plus your usual instruction manual. So let's have a look at the kit. It comes in this nice hard carry case with all the information on the back that you might need to have a look at, so your specifications, etc. Inside the kit, two nice firm clips, opens up, and there it is there. Whoops. So first of all, your instruction manual and the warranty card. Now this one comes with a 5-year warranty. Also in the kit you get a remote cable, so you can mount that on your rifle and activate the torch remotely rather than reaching up and pressing the torch. You have these usual figure 8 scope mount. Now if anyone's into hunting you would have seen these before, but I will show you how that mounts onto a scope. You get two different lenses on a rubber cap, so as you can see that one's in a nice green and the other one, if I can get him out, is on a red filter. So you get a green and a red filter for those animals that are white light shy. You get a USB-C charging cable. Now this does charge with the USB-C charging cable, but it also can use the standard magnetic tail clip that a lot of the Olight torches run off. You also get some Velcro and some rubber blocks for mounting. And then finally, you get the torch and the little hip bracket that it comes in. Now there's a warning label on how to remove it from the bracket. So basically grab it from the top, twist out at about a 45-degree angle and it lifts out. To put it back in, same thing, put it back in at a 45-degree angle and you get a nice audible click to know that it's locked into position. The torch itself. First of all, as Olight always does, unscrew the rear tail cap and remove the little plastic insert that will stop your battery from discharging whilst in transit. Screw your tail cap back on. Now you can either charge it using the USB-C charging port, which I'll show you shortly, or the magnetic clip that goes on the back end, as with most Olight torches. As you can see, it is quite a nice little torch. Not too big, not too heavy. Has some castling around the lens to protect it from when you set it down on the ground or if you drop it. It isn't focusable, so it is just a standard torch. What beam you get is what you get. You can't focus the beam in and out. It has a nice rubberized grip just at the back there to give you something to grab hold of. Other than that, it is a pretty nice little torch. Simple operations. It has two modes, a normal mode and I think they call it a tactical mode. So the first mode is your normal push button. So if you press the back button, which is located just there, if you half press it, the torch will come on low beam. Press it again and it'll go off. If you fully press the button in and release quickly, it'll go on to the maximum output. Press and release, and it'll go off. Once again, half press it and it goes onto low, and if you want to go straight up to the high beam, a full press and it'll go to full brightness. Now both those positions, so the half press and the full press, if you press and hold slightly, if you press it lightly and hold it, the light will stay on the low beam setting until you release that push button. Same again with the high beam, if you fully press it in and hold it, the torch will stay on until you release that button again. The second mode is your tactical mode. So if you turn the torch on and unscrew the tail cap until the light goes out. Once that's done, you screw the tail cap back in and you're now in tactical mode. Now this time, a half press will give you medium light and press off, and a full press will give you a strobe. Well, let's see if we can, there we go. So full press and a strobe. Same features, half press and hold, it'll come onto medium and stay on until you release the button, and a full press and hold, you get your strobe until you release your button. Now to get it back into the normal mode, same process. Turn the torch on, unscrew the tail cap until it turns off, screw your tail cap back in, and now you're in low beam and high beam. Now we'll get into how to charge this. As I said, you can use a normal magnetic clip that goes with most other Olight torches. So if you've got other Olight torches like I do up on the wall here, you can hang it up there as you would a normal torch, and you can charge it as you would. The red light will come on. When it turns green, it's fully charged. The other option, just behind the bezel or the lens, you've got this little knurled knob. If you rotate that, you'll actually expose the USB-C charging port. There is also a little LED just there, and when you plugged it in, it'll give you a red light when it's charging and a green light when it's fully charged. Also, if you want to see how much battery power you've got, when you turn the torch on, a green light will give you 60% or more. Orange is between 10 and 60%. Red, 10% or less. And flashing red is less than 5% of your battery power. So it gives you a little indication on how much battery power you've got left. Now, as for battery life, depending on what setting you run at, if you're running on the low beam, you'll get up to about 8 hours of runtime. On the strobe setting, about 330 minutes. On the medium, about 150 minutes. And on the high beam, 100 minutes give or take. Now, at the high beam and the medium setting, it will step down after a few minutes of operation, and that is to protect the light from overheating. As there is a warning on the front of the bezel there saying, warning, it does get hot. So when you're operating this, especially on your high beam and your medium, be careful of where you put your hand. Now I use two of the other models. So this one here is the Warrior X Pro, and I also have the Warrior X3. Now I use both of these on a regular basis as my hunting torches. This one here, it's pretty much the same size, almost identical in shape and size, slightly different charging conditions and slightly different usages as in what operations they can and can't do. Overall, is it better than these ones? It gives a little bit better output of light and a little bit more focused beam. I found out the other night when I was hunting, I was actually carrying the Warrior X3 with me, and I put them side by side and tested out and put them in comparison. Either or, they're great little torches. As it comes in a kit, this is quite a fantastic torch. As I said before, the torch comes with a scope mount, and this is it here. As you can see, you can mount it vertically above the scope, or if you like, you can have it on the horizontal. So either side doesn't really matter. Now, when you're in a prone position or when you're out shooting, the last thing you really want to do is reach up to press the on button and turn your torch on and off. So Olight have come up with the magnetic tail cap switch. So that just clips on, push the bezel forward, and it'll actually lock the torch on position. So pull that little bezel backwards and the tail cap will come back off. So on, push the bezel forward and it's locked on. Now you have a high and low push button switch. Now you can mount that anywhere on your rifle, or you can just leave it dangling. Personally, that's what the Velcro straps are for. So you just Velcro it on the foregrip of your rifle. It has a large button which will give you your high beam, and it is either on, off, or a momentary switch by holding it on, and the same with the low beam. So you press and release, and it's the medium, or press and hold, and it's a momentary switch. And as with the normal torch without the tail caps on, if you switch it into the tactical mode, you now have the medium and strobe. So this would be good for, say, law enforcement, or if you're playing paintball or airsoft and you want a strobe effect on your rifle, then that would be a great little option, because trust me, that pointing at you would very much disorientate you. So guys, that's the Warrior X4 torch in the hunting kit. Now, if you do want to pick this torch up during the Black Friday sale, it's going for $161.16. That's 35% off the recommended retail price of about $250, or it's $247.95. There are other bundles that you can get this torch and a few other torches, and they do go for the full 40% off. So jump on their website, have a look around. I will put a link in the description below to get onto the Olight website for the Black Friday sale. Have a look around. I'm sure you're going to be able to find yourself a torch for the needs that you want. There are bike torches, hunting torches, camping torches, everyday carry. They make great pens that have torches in them, funnily enough. And they also have a couple of ancillary items, knives, multi-tools, and other stuff that might come in handy. So, once again, the Warrior X4, have a look at it. If you can't find what you want on sale, remember to use my code, which is South12, to give you that additional 12% off on any non-sale item. Thanks guys for watching. Until next time, this is Tim from South Oz Hobby Hunter.